A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English. That's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A plus way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Elsie.
And we're talking about filter bubbles on social media. All right, so just to recap, if you forgot, all the apps that we use like Instagram, Threads, I know this is a hard word for you to pronounce, Threads, or even
YouTube.
on TikTok, YouTube.
TikTok, YouTube, yes.
Exactly. Those apps use algorithms to show us the content we like.
So it can be dangerous. Though, because it causes something called a filter bubble. Filter bubbles hide ideas that may be different from yours.
Yes.
Or mine.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a very, very cool but kind of scary thing as well about social media. But we're going to learn more about what filter bubbles are today.
那在进入课文之前呢，先来考考大家一个 pop quiz， 也就是可靠的资讯来源。英文要怎么说？
Your screen, your world. Let's break the filter bubble.
A filter bubble can bring about more than just narrowing your views. It can also lead to social division. People find it difficult to accept ideas that are different from their own. Exchanging ideas becomes more difficult. In the end, people may fight or turn against each other.
All right, so let's get started on today's article. It says, a filter bubble can bring about more than just narrowing your views, okay? When you narrow your views, it means it makes you more closed-minded. When you're closed-minded, it just means you're not open to other people's ideas or maybe listening to other people's thoughts or opinion. So narrow is like becoming smaller and smaller. That's basically what's happening to your mind. Your mind is like closing itself off to other things.Right,
bring about 这个片语是导致或是造成，所以同温层带来的不只是让你的观点变得狭隘。那刚刚Tiffany有提到的 close-minded， 好，或者是 narrow-minded， 那就是心胸狭隘的，比较没有办法接受别人的 opinions or ideas。那相反会是什么？ What's the opposite term?
Well, if closed-minded is you're not listening to opinions, open-minded it means you're willing to listen to people who may have different opinion than yours.
是的，相反就是 open-minded， 心胸开阔的，
Yeah,
是可以包容别人的意见的。
Exactly. It's good to be open-minded. Okay, you'll be so much happier, trust me. Okay, next in the article it says, it can also lead to social division. Oh, okay, this is kind of a difficult idea to understand, but social division is basically when we are divided as a society. So instead of bringing people together and instead of, everybody being happy together, this division kind of pushes us apart into smaller individual groups. So yeah.
Social division 那就是社会分化，所以呢，在同温层里面待太久，可能还会造成这个社会分化的问题。
Yeah, very, very bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good, okay? That means you're causing other people to kind of fight against each other. So not a very good thing to happen. Next, the article says, people find it difficult to accept ideas that are different from their own.
人们就会开始觉得说呢，要接受与自己不同想法或是意见的人是很难的。那这边呢，我们看到 it 这个当虚受词的用法，句型会是 find it， 然后后面加个形容词，再加上 to 以及一个原形动词，代表呢某人觉得做某事怎么样啦，可能是困难、容易或是有趣。So for example, I find it hard to wake up early. 我觉得早起很难，或者是 she finds it easy to talk to new people. 她觉得和新朋友聊天很容易。
Yeah, so if you close yourself off to, other ideas, it's really not that good because you start to become more closed-minded or narrow-minded, as we said. Next, the article says, exchanging ideas becomes more difficult. Ooh.
Exchange 交换，所以我们都要跟人 exchange ideas, right, and thoughts. 但是呢，这件事情就会让交换意见、交流意见的时候变得更困难。所以 exchange 这个动词就是交流跟交换的意思。
Exactly. I mean, I kind of understand. It's definitely very hard to accept opinions other than your own. But what do you think we can do to accept other people's ideas?
We can try to listen more.
Okay.
And try to listen carefully before we judge anything or anybody.
Okay, yeah.
评论之前可以先认真听他的想法是什么
Yeah.
or what else?
For me, I definitely feel like, you can keep an open mind. Yeah, because I'm very open-minded. I'm very accepting of other people and I try to listen to other people as much as I can. So just try your best to have a very open mind.
Yeah, and we can talk to people with different views.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so that we can get different ideas.
Yeah.
Or ask questions.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, sometimes it's good to listen to people debate or listen to, debates and stuff because you can understand point A and then point B, and then you try to, stand in their shoes, stand from their point of view.
Right.
Yeah. And then also, I think maybe don't just stay in your own bubble. You have to kind of jump out of it and do something else, right?
Yeah, step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so next, the article then says, in the end, people may fight or turn against each other. Okay, so yeah, this is what social division can do. It can kind of turn you against other people. What does that mean?
Turn against 那就是不赞成，所以到最后人们可能会开始 fight 争吵，然后呢互相对立。
Oh no.
那就不好了。
Yeah.
好，那我们来看单字的部分咯。今天的第一个单词是 narrow 这个动词，指的是使变窄。那如果说呢，你后面加上 your view 或是 your mind， 那就是缩小你的视野或是思想变得狭隘。好，比如说 narrow your view or narrow your mind。narrow the gap 那就是缩小差距。narrow the choice or options 那就是缩小选择的范围。单词例句给的是呢 After the police got more information about the case, they narrowed the search area. 警方获得更多案件的资讯之后，就缩小了搜索的范围。再来第二个单字是 accept 这个动词，代表接受。accept an idea or an opinion 那就是接受一个想法或意见。accept the truth or the fact 那就是接受事实。accept an invitation 好，也可以是实体的哦，比如说接受邀请好，或者是呢邀请卡。那这个单字例句说的是呢The teacher believed Chelsea and accepted her reason for being late. 老师相信 Chelsea 并且接受她迟到的理由。
To pop a filter bubble, try looking for different viewpoints. For example, read news from different sources. Also, talk with people who have different ideas. Don't be afraid to have a discussion with them. It's a chance to learn. Breaking out of a filter bubble isn't easy. However, it can help you see a bigger world.
Okay, so we kind of already know, the negative side of being in a filter bubble. How exactly do we step out of it? Let's take a look. It says here to pop a filter bubble, try looking for different viewpoints, okay? Yeah, we also kind of mentioned this as well. You can try to step into another person's shoes. So this phrase just basically means that you can try to think about things from another person's perspective. Like, for example, your parents. We often get mad at our parents and think they're so annoying when they yell at us, but if we try to think about how they would feel, then maybe we can be more compassionate or understand that our parents really are doing what they think is best for us. And then we can be more understanding and be like, okay, yeah, we get it. We'll try to not be so annoying too.
Right, okay. 所以呢 viewpoint 思考的角度很重要，所以要打破这个 filter bubble， 也就是同温层的话，可以尝试寻找不同的观点。那我们要怎么样打破？那个动词是 pop the bubble， 好，那就是使爆开。
Yeah, or pop your pimple. Volcano. All right, so next, the article then suggests, for example, read news from different sources. Yes, I really cannot stress this enough. And, you know, a lot of my own students only just Google one thing, meaning they always check the first website. But sometimes the first website is not always the most, or they won't always have the most accurate information. You need to look at other websites and check out other sources to make sure that, okay, whatever you're getting is correct. So I always tell my students, check more, look for more links, and don't just go for the first one, right?
Yeah, sometimes I also, just click the first link at Google because it's the most convenient, the quickest way, right? I never thought the first result might not be the best one.
Yeah, or like if you really want to do accurate research, then you might have to do, you have to look at other sources.
Yes.
But if you're quickly looking for something, it's okay sometimes to just quickly check Wikipedia, because I do it too sometimes.
Or ChatGPT.
Yeah, but I still always check my source. If I want to, look at more elaborate information like, okay, why am I having neck pain or something? I will always make sure I check different sources.
Right.
Okay. Another thing the article suggests is also talk with people who have different ideas.
Yeah, talk with more people, different people, so that you can get more, input.
Yeah, exactly. And here it says here, don't be afraid to have a discussion with them. It's a chance to learn. I agree. Like, don't be afraid to, talk to people who have different opinions than you, because then you can try to figure out how to express yourself. And then you can also talk very nicely on how you can, share your opinion with them.
So a discussion or a debate, right? But try not to make it, turn into a fight.
Yeah, don't get too angry. You have to kind of pull your emotion out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you shy though when you have discussions with people? And if you are, what do you do to get out of your comfort zone?
I'm not shy, but I prefer to listen first before I talk.
Okay, yes.
So I'll listen, for others' opinions or ideas, and then I'll think about it, and then I'll say what I should say.
Yeah, very smart. I love it. Yeah, if you're really, really shy, I think you can try to just do your best to maybe do what Elsie does first. Maybe listen first, and then you can first think about how you want to share your information or express it. And I think it comes out better than, not saying anything or just freezing or getting angry. So definitely that's something that you can try too. Next here, and practice.
Practice.
I think practice as well. You'll kind of get used to it after that. So next in the article it says, breaking out of a filter bubble isn't easy. However, it can help you see a bigger world.
Yeah, 要打破同温层其实是不容易的，但是它能够帮你看到更大的世界。The world is big. Yeah, the whole new world. 好，那现在我们要继续看单字的部分咯。今天的第3个单字是 source 这个名词，表示来源，特别是资讯啦、能量或是灵感的来源。所以大家还记得吗？影片一开始问各位的 pop quiz， 可靠的资讯来源英文是什么？就是 reliable source。reliable 就是可靠的，形容后面的 source。资源这个名词，那另外还有什么资源呢？什么来源？像是 news source， 新闻来源也是很重要的，我们要 pay attention to it， 我们要看看是不是真的是真实的或是可靠的新闻来源。那还有 source of energy， 那就是能量的来源 ，power。那就是电力的来源 light， 那就是光的来源。好 source of energy, source of power 或是 source of light。那单字例句的是呢 look for several sources when you are writing school reports. The internet and library books are 2 examples. 撰写学校报告的时候，多查找不同的资讯来源。网络和图书馆的书籍就是2个例子。在第4个，最后一个单字是 discussion 这个名词，代表讨论。讨论有很多不同的种类，比如说你在学校小组讨论，那就是 group discussion。那进行一场讨论 you have a discussion。那参与一个讨论的话是 join a discussion。单字例句给的是呢 I had a discussion about studying abroad with my teacher. He gave me some useful advice. 我和老师讨论了关于出国留学的事情，他提供了一些实用的建议给我。好啦，看完单字 let's go to our review time.
Review time.
Yeah, so think to yourself, are you stuck in a filter bubble? If you are, pop it and get yourself out. Okay, I do have an interesting question to discuss with you though. What could happen if people stop listening to each other?
Oh, that could cause a lot of serious problems, right? If people stop listening to each other, I guess we'll be really, really alone. And not getting enough information or ideas, new ideas from others. And we might, not be able to interact with people that well. We might want to only stay at home and do nothing because we, only trust our own ideas.
Yeah, maybe you won't be able to make new friends. Maybe I feel like people might fight with each other.
Yes.
Right? Like it'll kind of be like chaos. Yeah. Chaos means something very crazy.
混乱.
Yeah, or like it'll be something like gladiator will fighting each other.
You don't agree with me? Let's fight.
Yeah, I think it'll be really, really bad if we stop listening to other people. And then it creates a bigger divide. So you become, like Elsie said, you'll be more alone. You'll be more separated. You'll be sad and lonely. You won't have any friends.
That's so sad.
Yeah. And you don't want that to happen, right? So, yeah.
So try to always, listen to others.
Yeah, open up your hearts.
Yes.
Open up your minds.
没错，这个是非常重要的。那各位还喜欢今天的内容吗？记得按赞、订阅、开启小铃铛，你就不会错过任何精彩的内容咯。For A+ English, this is Elsie.
I'm Tiffany.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.